Nobody remembered his name at first. He sat in the middle of every room. And still managed to be completely invisible. He kept a journal of everyone he saw. Not their names. Their faces. Their sadness. He noticed what nobody else bothered to look at. Mr. Harold had baked bread for 40 years. But the town had stopped coming through his door. He was 3 weeks from closing forever. He watched Mr. Harold for 11 days straight. Every day the old man's shoulders dropped a little lower. Then Noah opened his journal and started writing. He did not tell anyone what he was planning. Not his parents. Not his teacher. Nobody. The best help, he believed, comes unseen. 30 notes. 30 doors. Before sunrise. He signed none of them. Not a single one. A good deed needs no signature to work. 22 people came through the door that Saturday. Harold made more bread 3 times over. He cried once. Very quietly. Behind the counter. He watched from the other side of the street. Nobody inside knew he existed. That was exactly how he wanted it. Mrs. Chen sat on that porch every single day. She had been sitting there since her husband left. Left meaning, passed away. 3 years ago. He planted 12 flowers before she woke up. 12 of her favorites. He had looked them up. He was gone before the first petal caught the light. She stood at the door for a very long time. Then she touched the smallest flower first. And said her husband's name. Just once. Softly. Priya had failed math twice before. The third test was tomorrow at 8 a.m. She had run out of people to ask for help. He made the guide between 10 p.m. and midnight. He had never been great at math himself. He learned it properly just so he could teach it. A minus. She read it 4 times. She looked for whoever left the guide. The hallway gave her nothing. Just sunlight. Nobody could explain it. But everyone felt it. Something kind was moving through their town. Something that did not want to be found. Marcus had not slept properly in 6 weeks. The bills were not the worst part. The worst part was his kids did not know. He asked 12 classmates. All 12 said yes. Not one of them asked for anything back. Kindness, he learned, is actually contagious. He read the note 3 times on his knees. Then he held it the way you hold something sacred. From your neighbors who see you. That was all it said. Even helpers get tired. He was very tired. He sat with his unanswered question alone. Does any of this actually matter at all? He was not looking for an answer that afternoon. But Harold's window gave him one anyway. Pay it forward. 3 words. Everything changed. He had dropped 1 stone into still water. Now every edge of the pond was moving. And he had not touched it since Tuesday. The assignment was to find real kindness nearby. Half the class already had the same story. Noah stared at his blank page and said nothing. Priya was close. Very close to the truth. She described the handwriting. His handwriting. Noah kept walking. Eyes straight ahead. She looked at him the way people look at answers. He looked back the way secrets look at questions. She smiled. And let him keep his. He came home and saw it in his mother's eyes. The same worry he had seen in Marcus's kitchen. The helper stood in his own hallway needing help. He had not asked. He would never have asked. But the town had learned to look. Really look. And what it saw on his porch, it answered. He had never once cried for himself before. Not once. In 12 years. Not once. The flower made him. And that was perfectly fine. Priya stood up. She did not say his name. She said something better. Something true. The class turned. Noah let them look this time. He said, I just noticed. And noticing felt like a choice. If you see someone struggling and do nothing, then seeing them was not really seeing them at all. He walked the same street. The same hoodie. Same shoes. But the street had learned to look up now. And every face it showed him, finally looked back.